You know, team no sleep theory. What I think about this? Many people say, you got to grind, get this information, get this money, do what you got to do. Sometimes you have to function off of 2, 3 hours of sleep or nothing, to succeed in life. You got many motivational speakers, for instance, such as Mr. Eric Thomas, no disrespect, gentleman out of Detroit, Michigan, who received his PhD. He was homeless at one point, man, but he continued to persist, got his education, man. He went to Huntsville, Alabama, then proceeded to get his graduate degree in the Michigan State University. Now he's a world-renowned motivational speaker. And I was just listening to one of his speeches, man. You have to listen to it. It's really great, man. He made it in 2013. It's pretty famous, though. He's talking about if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, you will be successful. Sacrifice what you are so one day you will become. Pain might last for a day, an hour, maybe even a whole year, but it will eventually subside. If you quit, however, it will last forever. So, I love this dude, man. Coming out from the streets of Detroit, man, and just did things that he didn't want to do, but he had to in order to get where he needed to get. So, shouts out to him, man. But, the team no sleep theory. If a motherfucker's saying, man, you grind and stuff, man, saying you in school or, you trying to build your credit up or, just buy a house and you have to make the necessary sacrifices to get there. You have to, give up your sleep. And sleep, man, is extremely important. You need at least 8.5 hours of sleep, man, to focus and to concentrate. Like me, for instance, man, even though I'm taking anatomy physiology, which is really difficult, school and stuff, and I work 8.5 hours, man. That's like 2 jobs right there, man. Full time. 8.5 hours. I have to at least get some type of sleep, man. At least 6 or 5 hours of sleep, because in order for me to concentrate and not make any mistakes, because you can have any type of sleep apnea, you can have insomnia, if you abuse it. And some days, don't get me wrong, you might have to sacrifice and stay up for a whole day to get things done. But don't make this be a consistent habit, because you're depriving yourself. Health is extremely important, man. What good is if you have $1 million, right? But you're in a hospital bed. So, your health is wealth. And, don't let anybody discourage you saying that, oh, well, the reason why you're not successful or is because, you got to give up sleep. You have to be willing to focus and focus on 2 or function off of 2 or 3 hours of sleep consistently, man, to get what you need in this artificial world. My thing is this, man. If you can balance it out, it's 168 hours in a week. If you work 8.5 hours, like me, for instance, if you're in school, you can study on breaks. Take that 1 hour and break, in between things. It depends what kind of job you have. If it's not busy, and also, too, so your days off, you can consistently, take a nap. And then you can wake up, take a 4-hour nap, and wake up and study or for 6 or 7 hours, or work on a business. Create another job skill for yourself for another 4 or 5 hours. But you have to be consistent with it, and you got to have a good plan. What good is it to that? You stay up all night, right? But you're doing little things. You're not progressing. You're just doing menial type of duties, and this would get people mixed up at. Hey, I'm staying. No, you got people that should stay up all night on social media, not promoting their business. They just on social media looking at other people's walls and other information, looking at sports updates, but and do little work for like 30 or 40 minutes. But they up for 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and next you know they gotta get up and go back to reality. So it's like, what are you doing it for? So I feel like it's other alternatives, but you don't have to put your health at risk to get what you need. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. That's just how I feel about this team no sleep theory, man. I think it's a false notion. You can still get 8.5 hours sleep and still do what you need to do. And it's just all about you just managing your time. I was reading that book, Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. And I'm going to continue to read it. He talk about time management and analyzing, your goals and writing out 10 things that you wanted to accomplish in 1 year and circle that most important thing, and you focus on that consistently, you will get what you need to be, man. And also too, it's about surrounding yourself with positive people as well as you're on your journey. That's what I personally believe, man. So, team no sleep theory, it's really not necessary. I don't know, maybe it's just like a little trend, but I don't really believe in it. You do need to, have some time for your body to rest, because you got to concentrate. What good is, you up 10 hours and then, you cram information and you got an exam the next week. I mean, how can you, you may be successful, but you're going to be overstressed, man. It's just too much on your brain. So sometimes you gotta be able to relax, take some time for yourself, collect your thoughts and your informations, man. So it's good for your neurons. But that's how I feel about it, man. You guys continue to subscribe and like, comment. Probably gonna make some more other videos pretty soon. But yeah, man, this shit ain't real, bro. You guys continue to subscribe. I love y'all. Deuces.